Prepare yourself for invasion. This is Indie Invasion.
We are live. Welcome into Indie Invasion Shorts, guys. This is Eric with you, and hey, this is not Mac.
Kind
of resembles Mac, but hey, we got a guest tonight, guys, on Indie Invasion Shorts. Mac could not be with us tonight, so we asked actually, you were already scheduled to be here. This is Todd, aka Clem. Some of you guys know Todd as Clem on Discord and all those other social media places, all the things. And you're still here. So
I'm here.
What's going on? Say hey, Todd.
Hey, everybody. Hope you can hear me all right. We have been ZynVaded because it's Indie ZynVaded podcast.
That's right. Tonight we are talking about, this is why I wish Mac was here so we could just do those digs a little bit.
Well, hopefully we can get you to get the zombie version of the game by the end of the
you said zombies right there. That's probably all I need.
I know.
So
but hey, we can't jump to the shenanigans before we do the witty banter.
Yeah, we got witty banter. And Mac usually starts off the show by asking me what I'm working on. Todd, what have you been working on?
Well, I don't want to blow the topic because that's what I've been working on. So let's talk about what you've been working on, because I saw you do your building of the haunted cabin.
Yes. So if you guys haven't watched some of the last two live streams I've done, our hobby hangouts, I have been working on. I'm almost afraid to grab this and drop it.
Yeah, but you've done that before. I've seen that.
Yeah. On this little beauty from Black Site Studios, it's the Nobody Cabin, which AKA Evil Dead Cabin.
Oh wait, have you lit the inside, or are those white shutters?
Yet those are shutters.
Okay.
That can open and close, which is kind of cool. I still got to do doors on it, and but yeah, if you guys missed me struggling with building this, you can head over to our YouTube, Facebook, all those places.
The Twitch.
I did 2 videos, so. But that's almost done. I'm going to try and wrap that up this weekend. There's not much left I have to do. I figured out some of the building problems with that. So I got those all taken care of. Other than that, I've been just working on stuff for Space Station Zero, some aliens for the scenarios. Almost done with my crew. Some terrain for that because I have no sci-fi terrain. But that's what I've been working on, and we already know what you're working on because we're talking about it tonight. It seems like every time I go to Facebook, I see a post from Todd of this game we're talking about, this game that we are spotlighting tonight.
Yeah, let's just jump right into it. Why are we hiding it? Let's just do this. Right?
You want to jump right into it?
Yeah, I could probably babble on about this wonderful game for.
Well, then we need all the time we can get, right?
Yeah, let's not waste any time. I wasted enough time for you.
Let me see.
The other night when you were trying to build. Sean is here too.
So we got Spaz is here. Good morning, Spaz. Spaz, are you home yet? Or are you still over across the seas? Our good friend Matthew is here, the writer of Don't Look Back. What's up? Hey,
dude,
welcome back.
He's another Texas guy, Matthew, right? Don't Look Back's up in Texas.
No, he is up in Matt. I'm trying to think. Are you by Philly? He's up in that area. He's on the East Coast. It looks like we said zombies at one point. Matt perked up a little bit, which is
because zombies,
yeah, man. Hashtag cabin. You know it, Matt. And then it looks like Sean's on here twice.
Yeah, because he's gonna try and take over the whole thing.
He's boosted it.
Yeah.
PA. Okay, that's what I thought, Matt. That's what I thought. So
wait, if I may, Don't Look Back, isn't that?
They are in Texas.
They're in Texas.
Black Site Studios is in Texas. Yeah, Matt's the writer. He's in a different part of the country, so they probably do a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, not a Texan yet, because I'm trying to get Eric to move to Texas too, because Texas.
Both you and Mac trying to get me to move south where it's hot.
We don't have hurricanes in San Antonio, just so you know.
That's true. You don't have hurricanes, so you got that benefit.
Yeah, I got that.
But yeah, I guess let's get into the chit chat, right, about this game.
Yeah, let me do. Hold on, let me see if I can make this work. There we go.
There you go. So tonight,
start with that.
guys, we're going to feature ZynVaded, created by We Have Issues Publishing. And correct me if I'm wrong, this is John Vogel, right?
That's correct.
Okay,
that is
John
correct.
Vogel is the writer of this. So, and we have a bunch of links for you guys. Oh, let me pull my link up for you guys. That you can check out this game. They have a website that you can look at for, I think they do have the rule book and mission books and stat cards you can download, but they do have, it's an older one, the link that I have here. If you go through this other link, which is their late pledge pre-order store, if you go in the comment section, they have updates in there that have different links to more updated downloads that you guys can check out. And then, of course, they got a Facebook group that's got a very active community. People are posting pictures. I see lots of pictures from Utah in there.
yeah. I'm trying to go there. And
you're the pusher. You're a pusher, man.
Well, and I've been staying out of game stores playing it because I've been playing at our locals Bulba 33, and we played at a Pluckers, my wife and I, and we played at Dairy Queen. I own a Dairy Queen, but she owns Bubba's and she owns Pluckers. So
okay.
Yeah. So there's nothing that makes me happier to go out there and play this nerd game in the middle of
while you're waiting for your meal.
No, we play during too. It's like I'll take my turn. She takes a bite of her food. We make our order. We set it up and play. And it takes us a little longer. Like I go in there and I'll judge if it's packed. I don't want to take up a table for very long. Sean and I played too at Bubba's one time. I brought my game up just to talk about it, and we played a little bit. Ended up, I hadn't seen Sean in a long time, so it ended up more banter than shenanigans. So,
well, and I think that's kind of why Mac wanted to get this. That is something that he could do with the kids when they, kids when they go out to the restaurants and dinner. He can, with how small take with you type game this is, he can take it and they can play it on the table easily. So well, let's jump into the overview of the world. I actually pulled I can't remember where I found this little summary for this game, but overview of the game is this is a 1-to-1 scale miniatures game, unlike any you've seen before. Well, you probably have seen something similar to this, like was it Home Raiders is similar to this.
And Fairy Meat.
Fairy Meat's another one. Yeah. But basically, it's because you're literally fighting battles on the tabletop or the desktop or countertop or wherever, set in our own world. In it, you assume the role of an inches-high insectile race or their enemies waging war on our planet through the annihilation and use of whatever miniatures you find lying around. The battles are fought on one cluttered surface at a time, and since there is no need to buy any outside terrain for this or any other, you use whatever. So ZynVaded is, they got 2 sets, and you basically, any items in your home can represent the obstacles, and then there's a bunch of different factions. And yeah, let's dive into it a little bit here.
One of the
showing off stuff. So
yeah. One of the cool things. Yeah, I was trying to follow along. Like you said, there's 2 sets, so there they are. Your starter set. They're both starter sets. They're both standalone. You can play, so you can buy either one. This is the zombie one, so we'll get to that in a minute. One of the cool things. This is a little Chinese takeout container. I don't know. Hold on, let me work on my lighting just a second.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the, I think, standout things for me is it not mechanical or anything, but presentation. It comes in a Chinese takeout container, and you can fit everything you need for this in there. I think that's pretty cool. What's
in the box is like a calorie or nutrition breakdown, so that's clever. That is clever. All right, let's get into what's in the box, shall we? Look,
Yeah,
it
what is
opens.
in there? Like,
So-
what kind of system is this? What dice does it use?
D10s.
D10s. Okay,
D10s.
my favorite. I love D10s and all the game systems.
So one of the things that attracted me to this game is it's reminiscent of a game that we both love, Wild West Exodus. There's a lot of similarities that I see in it to the first edition Wild West Exodus.
Okay.
So that being the case, I already kind of fell in love with it. So anyway, here are your stat sheets. This is the ZynVaded, the first game that came out.
The EVO, I think they called it, right?
Yeah, Evo Evolution. Evo.
Okay.
So we'll get into it, but so you get your stat sheets, and you get, it's a full page, one for each of your characters.
Okay.
And you can
download those, right?
Yeah, if you go to the backer kit, there's a link in the comments or what's going on with the campaign, the updates. There'll be a link to, it's either a Dropbox or a Google Drive or some such, and you can download all the stat sheets for all the figures that they have, not just the basic sets, and you can download the rule book as well. So if you want to give it a read through.
And they had like scenarios too, right? Missions they call them.
Yeah, I'll get to that too. That's really kind of the cool thing. Yeah, we've got. So also you get in the box. Are we back up? No, we're not. All right. Also,
there you go.
So here's the rule book.
Okay.
Hold on. I just played with the wife, so there's some extra stuff. Or when she killed me,
Stealing
there's
her stuff, huh?
No, this is the sheets that she killed me with, and a mission book. So and they fit in there, and you'll get a copy, but there's some updates coming. And then you get, well, I don't want to show you the models yet, but I guess they're next. So, and these are, the new ones are all one piece. If you manage to snag, and I think I got the last old set where it was actually had to put them together. But the new ones are all 3D printed.
Okay.
And the base is already on them. So, and they paint up. Oh, look, Sean's doing a lot of stuff in the.
Yeah, he's push a man too.
Yeah. So anyway, this is a sergeant, and you get 2 of those.
Okay.
Hang on.
And
Yep.
how many models do you need per side to play? Is it about 3, 4?
Yep. So
3?
you get 6 models in. So you get 2 sergeants, and you get 2 heavy gunners.
Okay. Oh, that's a good chunky boy.
Yeah, he's a big heavy gunner. And the wife painted this one. She painted the burgundy ones. So I touched them up, did some detail work, but she did most of it.
Yeah, those are really good size.
Yeah, they're chunky. And then you get your snipers.
Okay.
And the game is super balanced because although they're different factions, a sniper on either team is the exact same stat line. Okay. So it's super easy to balance because you have the same models.
Yeah.
And then you get what I think are one of the guys doesn't like that they're so adorable, but
they're grubs.
The little grubs, yeah, they're just so adorable. How can you want to kill them? You can't.
Now one looks like he's got a bomb strapped to him.
Well, yeah, they have that option. Yeah. They're not, they're young. They use little child labor. There's no laws for that.
Oh, okay.
And then you get a tape measure.
Okay.
And you get pencils and a black and a white dice in the bag. And
now, is there tokens for this? I know you made some tokens.
I made some. There are token in the back of the book.
Okay.
There's all your tokens if you want to make your own. I like them because I made these. I 3D printed them. I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know if Sean's gonna let them out. If we're gonna sell them or add them to the game. I don't know. Yeah. It's I go, you go. So if you move a model and then I move a model, and so you want to put a token next to it, like Wild West Exodus, you want a token so you know what's activated. You can use pennies or dimes, and a penny or a dime looks right on the game, where a token doesn't. It looks like a game, but if you put a penny out there, it doesn't break the look, the feel.
Yeah, because you're using whatever is on the table, like you playing in the restaurant, your salt and pepper shakers and silverware, and
exactly.
It just kind of flows in with the terrain. So
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
So, and then in the mission book, it's actually if you go through it, it tells you all the different missions, of course, because it's in the mission book. That's but there's a fight through the house. So if you're playing with your kid and you fight to see who gets control of the kitchen, and then you fight to get control of their bedroom if you want to venture into your kid's bedroom, because that's scary on its own, and the bathroom. And then what you're trying to do is drive out the other faction. But then once you drive out the other faction, well, then there could be reason the other faction that you eliminated. Well, all those dead Zyn are laying around, and that would bring you to the ZynVaded section, which would be the next one. But let me, if you want, is there any questions going on there? Anybody wants to?
Let's see. No, Sean's talking a little bit over here.
Sean's handling the chat for us.
The game is balanced out of the box. And he's talking about there are official tokens available. Now you're talking factions. How many factions do they have right now? I mean, if you go on that link for the last Kickstarter they did,
the backer kit,
there's about 4 factions in there.
There's 4 right now. There's the Zyn, which are the same. That's what you get in the starter box. And there's the faction. There's the Savums, which when they landed here, some of them want to go and continue the invasion. Some want to live here and not kill off the humans, right? So there's the Savum. They want to save the humans. They want to be here. So you can use anything from the Zyn, save them, kill them. The Killums are the ones that want to take over the planet. And the mercenaries will work for either side. So they'll work for any Zyn. And the way the game balance is, if your sergeant, if you want to play a captain, you replace the leader sergeant, because your sergeant is a leader on the sheet. I don't know if one of these character sheets, it'll see sergeant/leader. I don't know if I'm there. Sergeant/leader, see that?
Okay.
So you would replace the sergeant with a captain. Because
that's easy enough to swap out and stuff.
Yeah. And then there's the Zed, which are the dead ones, and we'll get to that because that's the white box, and those are the zombies. I don't want to get. I'm teasing Eric a little bit because we're gonna.
Yeah, he's trying to put the screws to me, guys.
No, sir. I am not an influencer, not at all. You're the social media influencer.
As Max says many times, I am an oak, sir. Of course, you did say zombies, and if you say like zombies or what's the other magic word for me for games?
X-Men.
Yeah, if you say X-Men, zombies, it's usually kind of I'm just not even going to question it. I'll go all in type of thing. I'm weak that way.
So that's 3 factions. And then there is the Terra faction, which the Zyn, took our bugs and made them beasts of labor.
Okay.
And then they got smart and started stealing old weapons. And then they had a revolution and freed themselves. And they're trying to kick all the Zyn off the planet because, well, by gosh, it's Terra, and we should only have real bugs. So, so that happened. And that's faction.
You are a little bit late there, sir.
Well, hello, Alder. Hello, Alder. He's not late. He's early. He's from the future.
He's early for him. Yeah, that's right.
So that's the red box, the original ZynVaded EVO box, and I was surprised at how long this game's been around. I want to say 2009, but I'm sure Sean will tell me different. So, all right, so we're going to open this box now. This is the Don't Let the Zed-Bugz Bite. This is the second box, and it comes with the papers, and the rule book, which has the rule book has how the Zed work and the scenarios in there.
Okay.
So it's all just one book.
And all this stuff, guys, is available still. Like that, both box sets are available and add-ons and all that.
Yeah, they pretty much everything's 3D printed. Either Sean's 3D printing it or John's
John?
3D printed, depending on where you're closest to them, they'll ship it to you. They got a bunch in a box, but if they don't have the model, you wait for the next print run. It's pretty quick. So
Okay.
And look, this does not come in the box, but I have one.
That's an exclusive, sir.
It is indeed. It is indeed. So you get, these are the Cry Babies.
Okay.
Let me see if, let me
Zoom in on you a little bit there.
There we go.
So
And
these things look like little slugs.
well, they're little blow up. They're little blow ups. You throw them and they make noise to attract a Zed so you can sneak by.
Oh, okay. Okay.
See,
That makes sense for zombies. Yeah. Yeah.
the little handle there, because it's like oh, you know, the dancing fan guys out front. It blows up. So that it's all like vinyl or whatever. So it's all not there. But they'll go attack that instead of you. And then you have your hunters, which you get 2 of these. And these are the 3D printed ones. So they come as one piece. That's why they're not on clear bases. They come with normal bases. I like them on clear but I haven't got around to cutting these off yet.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit of modding and should be easy enough.
Yeah.
Alder's surprised. He said, "That's not Mac." Well, they got the same hairdo, but no, that's not Mac, Alder.
It's not Mac. No, Mac is way cooler. I'm like the generic version of Mac. So, so then there's your hunters.
Okay.
And then you get
kind of the same number of miniatures in this.
Oh no, you get more in this one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because you get 3 Zed. Let's see. And this guy's pretty cool because he's standing up and also standing on himself.
Yeah.
He's kind of
he's been cut in half.
Yeah, but he's still working, so he'll stay you down. This girl is. Go ahead.
Is his nickname Darth Maul?
We could. Yeah. It is now. It is now. I used to call him Half Pint because he's half there. But,
Oh yeah.
And this one, she's got her head blowed off, and she's got her wings are hanging out.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then this guy, he's a rock and roller because he's got the rock and roll hand up. So, and then of course, what would be the game without grubs, right? So it comes with some grubs, which it comes with 4 grubs. And again, they're supposed to look vicious and terrifying. Pretty sure. You know.
Oh, they're all sliced up and they're all street hard.
Yeah, but they're adorable. They're adorable.
Even the one that's kind of in half.
Yeah, this guy, yeah, he's still coming. He hangs out with Half Pine over there. Yeah. So, and that's what you get in, of course, the book, and you get a measuring tape again. The book, you get the measuring tape and the pencils,
dice and.
And 2 dice.
We need to jump in and play.
Yep. And then there's some upgrades when you play the scenarios. They ask if you have these models. If not, then substitute more grubs, right? Because if more grubs show up and you don't have them, there's a chart, right, on what shows up, and they have the burst grubs and the chucker grubs. And so if you have those, you can play them. Otherwise, you just add one.
Oh my God, they're puking. That's funny.
Yeah. So little Technicolor yawn going on.
Now, one of the things I'm noticing right away when you look at the minis, I mentioned how they're kind of big and chunky and stuff like that. They look like they're really easy and fun to paint.
So I want to go try. It's making me want to go buy the speed paints because I use contrast paint. Well, because contrast paints work really well on them. And that's GW's equivalent of a speed paint, I think. Mm-hmm. And they paint up super fast.
Yeah, they look like it. I mean, they kind of have that almost cartoon quality to them.
I think they're very Ninja Turtle-y.
Yeah, and they're not super detailed. Like, there's not like a million skulls on it.
Not to mention those guys. Exactly. Yeah. Well, and I think the see if I can get it in there. That kind of sums up how the whole game is, because that's very 80s cartoony.
Yeah, Saturday morning cartoon.
Yep, and the game has that same kind of feel to it. To me, I really like it.
It does seem like it has that humor to it, like just that kind of zany humor built into it.
Hang on just 1 second.
Oh, let's see. Let's do
Oh,
that.
Mike, hang on.
Oh, yeah. I'll show off some pictures here. Oh, you're going to get some more guys, huh?
When your wireless earbuds die on you.
So who's this guy? Is this guy like an add-on that you can add into one of them?
This is a Zed Berserker.
Okay.
And just to give you scale, that's a normal guy. So he's
He's a good size bigger, yeah.
Yeah, when you build a Zed faction, it's different than how you build your Terra and your Zyn factions. It's really cool. And then you have to have a leader. You don't get a leader in the Zen box or the Zed box, but this is the Necromancer guys. So this would be their equivalent of a sergeant.
Okay.
And he's got that's a spray can here, and he's got a tank that pumps all the pesticides in him that are keeping him alive. Very Darthy.
Is he holding a head? He's holding a head.
He is. There's the skull you asked for. So there's that skull. So
that's a neat little things. And I know there was a guy I saw on the website. Let me see if I can find it really quick. He was like jumping over a die.
Yep. That is this sergeant has a die on him. Oh, but there's another one that actually is leaping over a die.
Yeah. I'm looking for that one real quick.
Yep. There's also one dancing on a pole, and the story behind that John was next to.
There it is.
One of the tattoo that one. Yeah.
I like that. I mean, it puts you into more of that world, the scale of them, or what.
There you go, Roughneck, the Terra assassin. Yep.
That's pretty neat. I like that.
Yep. Well, look, Sean's putting up some links. Don't let the Zed-Bugz bite. Where to order it. Yep. Thanks, Sean.
Here's a close-up on all Todd's stuff painted. But, yeah, you guys are interested. Any of this sounds cool. We do have links in the show notes. I may update some of them that have the updated rules front that you can, download the stuff and check it out, and the missions and stuff like that. But yeah, check this out. It's not a big investment to jump into this. I mean, both starter sets are $55.
Yeah.
And you get everything that you need to jump in and play. And then if you like it, well, then you can go and start adding some of these other characters and start doing a little bit of list building, which is cool.
Yeah, there's a Captain ZynVaded, because these mercenaries, their story is they're in in the rec room basement watching all these movies that the kids are watching. So they all have
this one right here.
There's that's another race that in the galaxy where they came from feeds on Zyn, right? They eat Zyn. So he got here to Earth before the ZynVaded started, and he's all by himself. So he's kind of working for him as a mercenary, and there may or may not be more coming. I'm not at liberty to say. In fact, I think I've said too much.
Here, let me show everybody a little bit. Here's the Facebook group. So it's got a lot of people in the Facebook group. And as you can see, there's tons of photos of different people working on painting the stuff. And if you scroll pretty far back, there's a lot of development stuff. You can see some of the model making, the green sculpting and all that. So it's really neat to just check out, see what other people are doing on the game.
The evolution of the game, as you say.
Yeah.
One of the cool things that happens in the ZynVaded Evo, and it carries on to Hunters, but there's things that you do that give you an Evo point. And if you live through the battle and you get to evolve and your stats go up, kind of like Mordheim and Kill Teams. I think Kill Teams has a track for that. But some of the where you actually get experience for your character, Mordheim and Necromunda.
Okay.
So your character, if your sniper lives through a couple of battles, kills some people, rolls on, his speed may go up, or his aim will get even better, or his melee combat gets better, because there's a chart at the end, so you can your guys actually get better if they survive. So
I like that. I like that. So
yeah,
I think
go ahead.
it makes sense. Yeah. So some of the things that you like about the game, system, models, and fluff, I think right off the bat, something that stands out to me is that you can play it on any tabletop, anywhere with any terrain.
Perfect.
I think that's the first thing that jumps out to me. What is something that jumps out to you about the game system, models, fluff that you really like about it?
So you hit the one that big for me, because the wife and I, we used to play the big games, right? We don't need to mention Wild West Access for one. And, she'd want to play. So I'd set up a table, and that's 45 minutes, an hour setting up the table. We get our models up, we build our lists, blah, blah. And then, so I'm an hour and a half invested in the game already. And she plays for about half an hour, 45 minutes. And she's a nurse, right? So she's tuckered after that. Then, okay, the game's over, or we're done. And we got to pack it all up. This 20 minutes, she's cooking. We play while she's cooking. We go out to a restaurant. We put our order in. We play a turn or two. Our drinks show up. We play another turn or two. It's so simple. The gameplay is, there's enough variety in what you do to give you options, but it's not so cumbered down like it's not so intricate that it boggles and you have to do this and then. It's got just enough complexity to keep it interesting, so you're not just flipping a card. But there's some cool things that can happen in the story when you get a great dice roll. It's exciting, and when you get a crappy dice roll, it's disappointing. There's enough of that in there without being overly complicated. So great starter game for you and your kid. Like if you have a kid that's just getting into these miniatures, you got to paint three. Got to paint
like
three.
I already mentioned, that it looks like the models are fun looking, easy to paint up, and I see we got a comment from Spaz a little ways up. He says the picture graphics and text style remind him of awful green things from outer space.
Yes, and
that's a good comparison, Spaz.
Yeah, that reminds. Yeah, isn't that an old Steve Jackson game from like?
That's an old Steve Jackson. That I got a pocket version in one of the Kickstarters, a reprint of that sucker. A lot of those games are hard to find.
Yep. And Globo. Do you remember Globo?
Yep.
The babysitter. Yeah. That was the same art style. Very early 80s. Style. Yeah. Man, it tugs at my little nostalgic heart too for all this stuff. So. And it's a good gateway drug for your kids or your spouse. You're sitting at the restaurant.
That's not super into the hobby in general, like many of us are. It could be a nice way to ease them in. And then before you know it, you got them playing some GW, right? No.
Let's hope not. Let's not hope it never gets that bad. No, we love GW too. We need them. We need them. We need them strong. They're good.
Well, guys,
we did it.
We did it. You did it, Todd. But guess what? The fastest 30 minutes in gaming, just like that. If any of this does sound familiar or sound cool to you guys, check out the links that we got in the show notes. We've had tons of links coming up in the chat if you guys want to check it out that way. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun little game.
Did you buy it yet? Did you order it yet? You're on the page.
I'm too busy pressing all these other buttons.
There's only one button there. I'm pretty sure it's just.
I'm an oak.
I stand corrected.
We did kind of we were talking the other day, and you said you were almost ready to jump over that edge for another game that I push a lot.
Yeah, your fan game at the time. So
yeah.
It could happen. We should push them together sometime.
Yeah, push them together. But just like that, guys, that's going to be it for tonight's Indie Invasion Shorts. Until next Thursday, you guys can join us every Thursday night. Hopefully Mac will be back next week. But I appreciate you being here, Todd. It's fun hanging out, chit-chatting, shenanigans, all that good stuff. But guys, check out some more audio content that we have on all the podcast platforms. Most of our stuff lives at Podbean, where you can listen to, let's see, this is number 84 for shorts, but then we have like 16 other ones back when we did like 2-hour audio. So those are all on Podbean if you guys want some, craziness that we got into and hear how it all started.
Good night, Alder.
Take it easy, Alder. We'll see you in the future. Also, check us out on all the social medias: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Discord. YouTube, we're putting all kinds of stuff in there. I did just put a video up there, an unboxing. A lot of times when I do my hobby streams, they show up on YouTube and Facebook. And Twitch. And if you guys want to drop us a line at indieinvasion@gmail.com with questions, comments, maybe, hey, check out this game, go ahead and use that. And speaking of Discord, we have a link right here for you, but all this stuff you can find down below in the show notes and go right to it. We actually just this week, I think, got 2 new people in the Discord, which was kind of exciting. Some fresh blood to liven it up a little bit, and post some project pictures in there. I love Discord. I like seeing what all you guys are working on. If you guys like what we're doing at Indie Invasion and want to throw some shekels our way, visit Patreon/Indie Invasion. Every little bit helps keep the lights on. We appreciate it. Don't feel like you have to, but if you love what we're doing, you can support us that way. And also, Mac's favorite, support us on Redbubble/people/Indie Invasion for some hats. And, well, I can't hold up this mug because it's my X-Men mug. T-shirts like what Todd's wearing. All kinds of stuff on there. Comforters for your bed. I'm going to get Mac to buy one of those comforters, and his wife's probably going to yell at me. But, yeah, you can check out there. And if you want some merch, we'd appreciate you supporting the show there also. Well, that's all we have tonight for this Thursday. It is over, Todd. Thanks again for joining me, Todd, and kind of filling in for Mac, even though you were already supposed to be here. But I appreciate you jumping on and chit-chatting with me and talking about this game that I have nothing of this game in front of me, so it's hard for me to talk about it and show it off. So I have to pull somebody in that has all the stuff.
Pull from your resources. Nicely done.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. But yeah, Matt, to address a little thing here, Matt, it is kind of a good family game. And check it out, Matt. All right, let me press some buttons and we can get out of here. Until next time, guys, prepare yourself for the invasion. Bye, guys.